everybody. This is a crazy time, and at Color Me Empowered, we want to know that we are with you in spirit, that we cannot be with you physically. So, parents and kids, we are looking for creative ways to keep art in your lives. So today, I'm going to teach just a quick lesson on landscapes. So, this is appropriate generally for ages 4 until 104. But if you have a particularly precocious preschooler who loves to draw, this is also an appropriate lesson. So when we're talking about landscapes, we always start with the very basic concepts. So the first thing you start with a landscape is the horizon line. And when I'm teaching this, I have the children put a horizon line anywhere on the page. So I usually do it in the middle for demonstration purposes, but you can do it up high or down low. So here's your horizon line right here. And when I'm teaching this, I label everything. You don't have to do this. I'm doing it for you. The horizon line is where the sky and the land meet, or where they appear to meet. When we get into the more advanced levels of landscapes, you start talking about vanishing point and all of that stuff. But in the very beginning, we start with basic concepts. So the horizon line is the line that separates the land from the sky. So here's your sky and here's your land. I label that as well, just so we know where we're at. So we put everything that goes on the land, like grass and trees and people, anything that is attached to the ground goes on the land. And as we are drawing things, the reason for the horizon line is it gives us the point at which things start to get the smallest. Like the smallest thing you can see is at the horizon line. So at the very bottom of the page, we draw things really big. So I'm going to draw a tree here. I'm going to make it huge. It's going to take up most of my paper, just like this. You can color it in. For my purposes, I'm not going to do that right now. Then in the middle of the land section, things will be like a medium size. And then right on the horizon line, they'll be very, very small. You can still see them, but they'll be very small. So if these are my trees, then you see big down at the bottom. The middle-sized tree is right here. Tiny tree right there. And the same goes for the clouds. So everything, even the clouds, not the sun when it sets, that's another story, but even the clouds get smaller as they get closer to the horizon line. So at the top of the paper, farthest away from the horizon line, I can draw big clouds. And then again, middle-sized cloud around the middle, and then as I get closer to the horizon line, tiny, tiny clouds. So things get gradually smaller, like this, if you can see. So this is just your very basic concept that things get smaller as they get closer to the horizon line. That gives us the illusion of depth, that you are in a 3-dimensional setting by doing this. And this is the first very basic concept. So I would break it down for your kids if you're looking for something to do. Drawing landscapes, they can be as wild and as crazy as your imagination will allow, but start with the horizon line and start with things getting smaller as they get closer to the horizon line. And in a couple of days, maybe tomorrow, we'll see how it goes. We'll add to this lesson so that we are building on things and there's things that you can do. We really wish that we could have everybody here with us, but we know that it's for everyone's good that we all stay home and we stay away from each other. So for this time being, while we miss you all a lot, please engage in our lessons, ask us questions. We're still here. We just are here for you in a different way. Art and love.